Hi, I'm Vern Adams with the Lions Club of Grimes, Iowa, here to talk to you about loud sound destroying hearing. This is Lions Club of Grimes, Iowa Initiative 2017 to make people of the communities aware and or remind them loud sound is destroying our hearing. The motto of the Lions Club is "We Serve." This is a symbol of International Lions. A simple yet important truth: loud sound destroys hearing. Lions Club of Grimes, Iowa, Initiative 2017. Loud sound enough to cause hearing loss is virtually everywhere today. Our jobs, our entertainment, our recreation, even our neighborhoods and homes are filled with potentially harmful levels of sound. Millions of people throughout the world are exposed to sound loud enough to cause hearing loss on a daily basis. When hearing loss occurs, it is most often gradual but becomes worse with time. The first awareness of the damage usually begins with the loss of an occasional word in general conversation and with difficulty understanding speech on the telephone. During this presentation, I will talk about sound, how it's propagated, how we hear, and will describe how a person loses their hearing and describe some steps a person can take to avoid hearing loss. Sound occurs when a force sets an object in a vibration, resulting in a molecular movement of the medium in which the object is situated. When we hear, we have three things: sound source, a path through which the sound travels through the atmosphere, and a receiver, the human ear. Sound comes out in waves in the atmosphere. For example, if you throw a rock in a pond, it creates waves on the surface of the water. In the atmosphere, those waves created can be measured in two ways. One measurement is by frequency or pitch. This is typically expressed in cycles per second. Pitches can be heard, a person can hear pitches between 20 cycles per second and 20,000 cycles per second. The other measurement is intensity, or how loud the sound is, typically measured in decibels. A sound level meter allows you to measure the intensity of the sound, its loudness expressed in decibels. The higher the decibels, the louder the sound. Meters like the ones pictured here are instruments comprised of a microphone, amplifier, an output meter, and a frequency weighting network that is used for measuring noise and some levels in which the sound matter. The sound level barometer shows the scale in decibels that ranges from 0 to 140 decibels. The least the human ear can actually hear is 1 decibel. At concerts, the music can be as loud as 120 decibels or higher, which is just under the range considered to be painful. The threshold of pain in the human ear is about 140 decibels. A sound in excess of 70 decibels is harmful to hearing, and with a repeated exposure can destroy your hearing. Normal speech is around 60 decibels when people are standing approximately 3 feet apart. A typical vacuum sweeper is 75 decibels. A lawnmower is very loud at around 80 decibels. The chainsaw at 100 decibels and is very loud. It's extremely loud. The human ear receiver is known as the ear. It has three parts: the outer, the middle, and the inner. Sound comes in the outer ear, moves the eardrum. The eardrum then moves the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, the middle bones of the middle ear. The stirrup moves the membrane of the inner ear. This ear moves the semicircular canal fluids, and the hearing takes place in the hair cells and the organ of corte or cochlea. This is where the nerves go from there to the brain. If these little hair cells get damaged, permanent hearing loss occurs. This is often noticed when someone has ringing in the ears, tinnitus, or distortion of sound. You should always use hearing protectors or earplugs in a loud environment. If you are having problem hearing normal conversation when you're standing 3 feet from someone and having this problem due to noise, the sound is probably loud enough to potentially cause a problem with your hearing, and you should move out of the area. How to keep hearing what you've always heard. This information is from Iowa Sight and Hearing Foundation and the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics in Iowa City, Iowa. First off, don't fly in an airplane when you have a cold. Don't listen to TV, radio, or headsets with the volume high. Don't sit in front of a speaker at a rock concert. The damage is immediate. At 120 decibels, the damage is severe and irreversible. Wear hearing plugs when operating or being exposed to power lawnmower, jackhammer, pneumatic drill, chainsaw, or even vacuum sweepers, or when using firearms or piloting an airplane. Ask your doctor about side effects of some antibiotics related to your hearing. Have periodic hearing tests for you and your family. See the doctor now, though, if you suffer from a dizziness, loss of balance, or head noise, fail to catch words or phrases, can better understand people when you're facing them, if you have a running ear, pain, or irritation of the ear. And don't probe in anyone's ear with a cotton swab, bobby pin, paper clip, or anything else. Only use swabs for cleaning the outer ear. Use dry out drops after swimming, showering, and shampooing. If your ears itch after these activities, it's probably due to allergy or fungus. Damage to the inner ear hair follicles may be described like what happens when you walk on grass in someone's yard. The grass often gets bent over but is usually broken or damaged. With hearing loss, these hair follicles are potentially damaged or destroyed. Depending on which hair cells are damaged, different portions of your hearing are lost. An audiologist can test your hearing and possibly get you set up with a hearing aid if it's necessary. Remember, once your hearing is damaged, there's nothing you can do to hear normally again. So, people of the world, please join with the Lions Club of Grimes, Iowa in Initiative 2017, making people of your communities aware and or reminding them loud sound is destroying their hearing.